Hey, sister. Welcome back to Recruitment Takeover. We are in week 3 of our Recruitment Takeover mini series on the Your Sorority Journey podcast and absolutely loving the conversations that we're having. Obviously, we have had the pleasure of having 3 rock star guests on the mini series and are really excited for the intentional conversations that you and I will be having as we finish out the mini series. Today is all about going through recruitment as an upperclassman. If you are a transfer student or a sophomore, junior, senior at your university who has considered sorority life and is thinking, yep, maybe this is the year that I actually go through, or maybe that I try again if you have in the past, or transferring in, you're just getting a sense of the campus community and want to know if that community, fraternity and sorority life, would be a good fit for you. I know there's often a stigma or a stereotype that you join as a freshman, you join as a first year student. And I really want to break down why there is actually beauty and benefits and opportunities that come with joining later on in your collegiate experience or as a transfer student who might have some more college experience under your belt. But as you're transferring into this new campus and environment, how joining a sorority could be a benefit for you. First of all, for any chapters listening, I want you to really listen to these benefits and think through how they could influence your new member class that you are inviting to join your chapter this fall. So, one thing I want to touch on is your experience in college or any other organization is not something that you're having to acclimate to while you're going through the recruitment process, right? For many of our first year students, they are learning it all at once, right? The layout of campus, when to eat, who their friends are, maybe being away from home or out of state for the first time, balancing a college schedule, and even just knowing like who are my people in this new space? Are my friends from high school still going to be around? All of those things are new. If you're an upperclassman, you might have some of those things figured out already, right? You might have friends already. You probably already know your major, have some confidence in the layout of campus. If you're a transfer student, right, you might be still needing to gain that, but some of the other pieces might be there for you, even if it's just the security of what you're studying in college since you have gained some credits from another university, or now you're transferring over and really know why you want to be at that institution. So there's a different level of confidence in external parts of your life or college experience when you go through recruitment as an upperclassman, which leads into the opportunity for you to be a mentor off the bat as soon as you join one of these chapters, right? When there are so many first year students that are joining that sorority, it can feel like the new member educator or the chapter president or all of the future bigs are having to train these new members on everything, right? Not just how the sorority is run, not just expectations of membership and benefits of membership, but also like how to navigate college. And while there is an incredible benefit in that for first year students, there's a benefit for the chapters to taking students who have some of their life figured out, if you will, if that's in college, if that's their professional aspiration, their social circles outside of campus, and allow some of those women to even serve as mentors and informal big sisters to those new students. There's also an opportunity for you to jump into leadership opportunities right away because you have some of those other things figured out. Maybe you have developed leadership skills and abilities in other parts of campus or in a previous institution that you are now able to bring to your sorority, given your experience, but also your fresh perspective for the chapter to benefit from, given that you weren't gaining all of that leadership experience with your now sisterhood. You're able to bring other things that you've learned, other experience, other skill sets into your chapter, while many of the first year students that just joined with you are going to gain and grow and develop those skill sets and leadership development in the sorority itself. So you're able to kind of kickstart your leadership journey in a different place and provide a kind of devil's advocate perspective, maybe challenge the process a little bit to say, is this the best way to be doing things? Because in other organizations, I've seen it done other ways. So you have a lot to give and a lot of perspective to offer the other women who are joining with you and also the chapter at large. Now, looking external from the sorority experience, you also have another network, right? Maybe not if you're a transfer student, but for sure, if you are a member if you've been on that campus for a couple years now, you are now able to connect your new sisterhood with other clubs and organizations on campus. Maybe you're able to connect members in your chapter with areas that you're passionate about. If you're on the ski club, you're able to take sisters up to the mountain with you. Or if you are in a business fraternity, you're able to bring your sisters who are also in the business school into a more professional oriented club. So there's opportunities for you to also broaden your sister's skill set and make your friends in some of those other organizations like the ski club, like that business fraternity, look at sorority differently because they have come to know you outside and inside of sorority. I also want to end on joining as an upperclassman oftentimes is honoring the timing that you needed, right? For many students, going through recruitment as a freshman is what they needed. They wanted to build that instant community in the context of sorority, but that's not the only way or the perfect way to find yourself in a sorority. Sometimes that's through the COB process, continuous open bidding, going through some kind of informal process of joining a chapter outside of primary recruitment, outside of that structured recruitment process. Sometimes that's waiting a year or two, getting acclimated to the campus community, and then joining when it feels right for you. If you're a transfer student, maybe the option wasn't even available to you to attend this institution your freshman year. So you're joining exactly when you're meant to. And so I want you to hear, if you are considering going through a sorority as not a first year student, it's not too late for you. And I hope if you're a chapter vice president of recruitment or a recruiter listening to this episode, you will be encouraged and ask some of those questions of the women who are coming through as an upperclassman about what's motivating them now. What excites them about joining now at this time in their experience? Maybe they had a horrible first recruitment experience and had the courage to give it another shot. Maybe they were honoring the timeline they needed or taking the first opportunity they had, if that was financially or as they are just now transferring in. Every woman has a story of how they find sorority, and no story is better than another. I hope this guides your approach to sorority recruitment as either an upperclassman or as a recruiter, getting to know your future sisters who are not first year students.